So, Billie Eilish got into a little bit of controversy. Well, by controversy, I mean, she got into a little bit of controversy about, what? She was 13. She said, like, an anti-Asian. She said a racial remark about, about people with Asian descent. And, of course, she apologized, like how she would. And we all know how Hollywood reacted. They were furious. Oh, no, wait. You mean to tell me they weren't furious? They weren't mad? Oh, they weren't. No, they're saying that she apologized, so it's okay. Wow, it's crazy. But I want to go talk about this. Bounding in the comics article. Talk about World Grammy-winning singer Billie Eilish apologizes for using racial slurs towards and mocking people of Asian descent. Now, we all have known when people do this, when they apologize about something like they did when they were like 13 to 15, it doesn't matter because people online will never forgive you for ever doing that. Even if you were young, they don't care. They really don't care. They will pretty much criticize you for saying that, and they want you to do and bend the knee to do what they want to do. But Billie Eilish, you know what makes her so much more different? She's a woman. And in fact, you can say she's 19, but there's young stars out there who say shit like this all the time, and they get crucified. But the difference is, one's a man and one's a female. And if they think that it's clear and obvious that Billie Eilish she pretty much got away with saying it. So let's begin. A few weeks ago, TikTok user at IceXVY shared unconventional clips to the account where 19-year-old World Grammy-winning singer Billie Eilish could be seen uttering racial slurs ranging from outright offensive words to unintelligible sounds made out of a racist parody of Asian languages, and various instances of apparent racism towards individuals of Asian descent. In the compilation, the Grammy-winning artist can be seen singing the Tyler, the Creator's Fish tune, and mouthing an offensive ethnic slur featuring in the song, followed by a clip wherein the singer utters a string of gibberish, presuming intended as a verbal mockery of Asian languages. And this is like the link. Of course, you can go and look at it if you want to. As expected from woke celebrities like Eilish, the singer wasted no time issuing an apology after the clip spread across social media, a quite lengthy one as well, in which she expressed regret for uttering those words. So my whole thing is, this happens all the time, right? Well, like, they apologize after the fact, never before it. Because, like, again, like, they're like, oh, this is never gonna pop up ever, and it does, like, oh shit, I gotta apologize, like, real quick, and of course they're quick to say, like, I'm sorry, I'm not this type of person, I'm appalled. It's like, listen, sometimes the internet doesn't care, but if you're Billie Eilish, they're like, oh, it's whatever, it's okay if she does it, because of course it is. I love you guys, and okay, this is a quote. I love you guys, and many of you have asked me to address this, and this is something that I want to address because I've been labeled something that I am not. Well, Eilish, in a now expired Instagram story. There's a video edit going around of me when I was 13 or 14 where I mouthed a word from a song that at the time I didn't know was a derogatory term used against members of the Asian community. I'm appalled and embarrassed and want to barf that I ever mouthed along to that word. This song was the only time that I've ever heard that word and was never used around me by anyone in my family. She explained, regardless of my ignorance and age at the time, nothing excuses the fact that I was harmful, and that for that I am sorry. My whole thing is, okay, she never apologized for saying the word. She's just saying, like, oh, I never knew that word meant something like that to certain people. Like, I didn't know that. Of course. I mean, this thing, I'm pretty sure Billie Eilish said the fucking N-word once. Like, because we all have said it. We've all have said the N-word once because that's just how music has been. Billie Eilish has said the N-word. Anyone who's a celebrity has said the N-word has said like once or multiple times. Billie Eilish, I'm not saying that Billie Eilish is a bad person for doing this, right? I'm not saying that. What I'm trying to say is, you cannot be, at the same time, you cannot say, I'm sorry, I want to buff out that. It's like, listen, we've all have said these words once, right? We've all said probably an Asian, an Asian derogatory, said the N-word, we've said something that's racist to some culture. Because that's how we are as humans. And of course, people want to get mad at Hollywood people because that's just how they are. But be honest, you're not gonna get away with this because you pretty much got the short end of the stick. Pretty much what I want to say is, pretty much she got away with saying it, and the fact is that none of these media outlets are pissed off that the fact that she got away with it. Except for, I think Fox News was the only one I think I saw that had like some type of thing like she defends it or whatever. But anyway, we're going to continue on with this. Interesting though, she apologized for mouthing the slur. Iris doesn't really apologize for her use of insulting Asian language gibberish. In fact, she actually attempted to justify it. In an attempt to excuse her offensive imitation of the Asian language, Iris went on to claim the other video in that edited clip is me speaking in a silly gibberish made-up voice, something that I started doing as a child and I've done my whole life when talking to my pets, friends, and family. It's absolute gibberish and just me goofing around, and it's no way an imitation of anyone or any language, accent, or culture in the slightest, the singer added. Anyone who knows me has seen me goofing around with my voices my whole life. Regardless of how it was interpreted, I did not mean for any of my actions to have caused hurt to others, and it absolutely breaks my heart that I was labeled now in a way that might cause pain to people hearing it. Now, I think no matter what, because then she justified by the fact that like, she says, "Oh, I speak gibberish all the time, so it's okay." But no, in that same clip, even though it may be edited or whatever, who knows how spaced out it is, it's still the same. You're still the same person saying the gibberish, and in fact, you can be still associated with it. So it doesn't matter saying like, "Oh, it was like a different point," whatever. You still did it. That's the whole point. To say, "I'm sorry for saying the gibberish." Don't say, "Oh, well, I do this to my pets. I do this to my friends and family. That it's okay if I do it. I didn't mean to harm anyone." But it's like, but I didn't. But it's like it's just me speaking gibberish. But again, you still have. I think but you just have to understand the fact of like, just because she said it was gibberish, it doesn't change the fact. And the fact that it's you're still in the video doing it. That's the whole point. Playing the woke card in order to appease the cancel culture mob before they attempt to, well, cancel her. Iris further noted, I'm not only believed in, but I've always worked hard to use my platform to fight for inclusion, kindness, tolerance, equality, and equality. We all need to continue having conversations, listening and learning. I hear you and I love you. Thank you for all taking the time to read this. Concluded the apology. So this is the whole thing. So, given that Iris is 19 now, she can definitely be held accountable for her actions. However, attacking someone for something that they said or did when they were 13 or 14 years old is a low blow no matter who you are. Though it's attempting an ironic turn of events, considering that Billie Eilish is now the target of the same woke demographic that the Grammy winning singer constantly panders to. And of course, China's always looking in and listening into whatever they do. And of course, she is now under fire from Chinese fans over the alleged racist video. And of course, Chinese fans call for a boycott. And in fact, I think that no matter what situation it is, China's going to be pissed off. Like, no matter what. Like, because China's always getting mad over you over something. Right? And I think it's crazy, though, because she pandered towards she panders towards a lot of people. And in fact, I think China might be like, okay, we're just gonna ban her outright or whatever. If people are this mad over Billie Eilish, then they're gonna be like, okay, maybe we probably should ban her. Right, it's trending, was users calling for her to be canceled, and then this is about her article. I speak about racist homophobic post, what's been resurfaced. This is not the only time that Iris has angered Chinese fans. In June last year, she shared a set of tweets and Instagram which praised Hong Kong protests and suggests that Black Lives Matter demonstrators can learn from them how to evade the police. Told them that they mean that our support of Hong Kong independence and vote to boycott her. See Where You Go was one of the best-selling and blah blah blah. So pretty much even they were pissed off. Who doesn't know the C word in a term that targets people for Asian? So again, this is some people who are going after it, and these are a bunch of comments, right? There are a lot of people stigma celebrities, which is people who are just get boycotted, whatever. And I think it's crazy the fact that again, Billie Eilish is a very she's a well-known celebrity, and she's one of the more liked celebrities, right? And in fact, I think that if she gets criticized, right? If she gets criticized for the same, if people get criticized for the same thing that she does, they would have immediately been like banned. They would have done whatever. They've been canceled, whatever. And it's crazy the fact that Billie Eilish kind of got away with it, and it kind of sucks the fact that like that so many people get banned all the time, and that they just kind of get away with it. And Billie Eilish pretty much got away with just saying the fact like, oh, I said a racist remark, so but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because I'm a woman. Well, that's all you guys for. That's all I have for you guys today. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Tell me, what do you guys think of the whole Billie Eilish situation? Do you believe that she should have gotten like banned? Do you think she should be canceled? Whatever. I don't really know. I don't really like the cancel mob. I really don't. But like, it's freaking ridiculous. But that's all you guys today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.